Nintendo has always had a knack for family fun, even before home consoles as we know them. Nintendo always had a way of being different while staying on top of the competition. Then in the mid-1980s, they released their first gaming platform, with many more to follow. Since then, they've continuously revolutionized the gaming industry, and even when competition is at its harshest, Nintendo finds a way to shine through.
This is Nintendo DS.
Now it's 2014, and I'm going to see what Nintendo's bringing out for you guys. We're downtown here in Toronto. We're about to talk to Nintendo about some of their most anticipated titles this year. We have everything from Super Smash Bros. To Yoshi's Woolly World, Mario Maker, everything you could possibly want to know about. Let's go talk to Matt. So Hyrule Warriors, not quite the new Zelda game, but maybe close enough.
It's a new way to play Zelda, that's for sure. Okay, so this is coming from the geniuses that worked on the Dynasty Warriors series, which has a huge fan following, and people love this over-the-top like action gameplay where you're just destroying all the enemies in the environment and protecting your realm. Well, now it's interspliced with The Legend of Zelda. You can play as Link, you can play as Midna, you can play as Zelda, a more mature Zelda than we've ever seen before, who kicks some serious ass, by the way.
So tell me about these hordes of enemies we're seeing. How many enemies can you fight and obliterate at one time?
Hundreds. Look at the map in the corner, you can see where all the hordes are. You need to go and you can actually get to them based on where your priority needs to be. You can get there quickly and just start to take over the environment.
Do you have a favorite character in this game?
I like to use Link. You know, I'm used to that, classic, although I haven't had a lot of experience with Midna or Zelda, and I look forward to using Zelda too.
So here it is, all hail Smash Brothers. Am I right?
It's coming.
So which version have you played more?
Oh, I played the Wii U version more.
Very cool.
Mostly because we've kept Smash Run, like even as a secret to ourselves. In the Wii U version, it goes right into the arena forum, which we're all kind of used to.
I've noticed actually the 3DS version is beautiful. I thought it was going to look watered down, but it's probably about as beautiful as the Wii U version.
It looks incredible. I mean, it's not in HD at the level that the Wii U version is, but you don't need it to be when it's on the screen
Smaller
like that.
screen.
Yeah.
Genius.
Take it with you. So Amiibo are figures that Nintendo is going to launch at the launch of the Wii U version of Super Smash Bros. It uses a technology called near-field communication. When you put it on your Wii U gamepad, it actually pulls the character into the game, not as a playable character, but a character that you can play against or alongside. And every time you use the Amiibo in Smash Bros., it'll level up. So you want to get the levels as high as possible. Then you can take that Amiibo figure with you to a friend's house, inject them into the game then, and either play against them or cooperatively against your friend and their Amiibos. Eventually, you'll even be able to bring them into Nintendo 3DS. So they're very versatile, and you can use them across multiple games.
So Captain Toad finally did it. He got his own game. There was a mini game in Super Mario 3D World, right, that a lot of people liked, and I guess it had enough demand that they made the little man his own game.
Yeah,
so,
he's got to get his treasure, and it's all about navigating through this maze-type environment that's a 3D exploration environment, but you actually have to use the motion controls and the camera angles to navigate around, because there'll be certain pockets in the maze that you can't see properly until you twist the camera a little bit. You navigate through, and you need to deal with the physics of Toad. Toad is smaller, he doesn't jump, he's weighed down by the backpack. He's shorter.
Yeah.
You know, all these things actually change how he walks through an environment. There's a really cool feature on here where you can tap on the touchscreen on your enemies and actually freeze them for a bit, which will help you strategically when you're trying to get by them.
So looking at it on the screen behind us, it looks a lot like the minigame, the layout, the way that you spin the camera around, but I know that they're going to be throwing some new things at us. So what's really revolutionary about this that's different from just the minigame?
Is that there's going to be more of it. If you enjoyed playing those little mini games in Super Mario 3D World, now you can play a lot more of it here when this whole game is dedicated to it.
Yahoo! right now you're talking to an 80s kid who was really, really, really into Yoshi's Island when it first came out for the Super NES. I still own it, actually. So tell me, please, is this going to be a gem just like that was?
But the level of detail that has gone into this game design of using textiles, even if you look at the finer details on the wool where it's fraying, like it just looks beautiful and it plays so softly and nicely. It's like a no stress game and it looks incredible. If you love Yoshi, you're gonna love this game. So in our Nintendo Digital event, we actually showed the development team in a wool store in Japan, and while that may not have been the actual store where the concept came from, there was definitely a lot of thought that went into, how wool works and how these textiles work, so that when you land on it, it actually feels like your character is landing on that soft textile. I don't have all the secrets that they went through, but I'm sure that they did their research and are very proud of what the outcome is. So there's a great single player mode, but this is one of those like friendly games where you can play cooperatively with another player and bring them in. You can kind of play around with the other player as well, like just mess around with them a little bit. It's a lot of fun. So single player or co-op mode. If you really want to get competitive, you can, although it's going to be a friendlier way to play cooperatively.
So we got a lot to look forward to in this coming season. You guys don't want to miss any of it, so stay tuned to the Undead TV for more!